Yo, today I'm gonna teach you how to make thumbnails. No BS, let's get straight into the action. To start this tutorial, you wanna get 3 different apps. One will be Superimpose X or Pixar. Superimpose is the paid version of Pixar. So Pixar does a lot of good things and it's a really good app for beginners and it's free. So if you wanna do free things, you're gonna have to use Pixar. But if you wanna upgrade and get the better version, the more professional version, you wanna get Superimpose X. Superimpose X is $4.99 on the App Store, so it's not that expensive, but I understand when you're a small YouTuber or you're a beginning YouTuber, you don't want to spend any money. So I would say use Pixar, and it does the same thing as Superimpose. Now, the next thing that you want to get is you want to get Fonto. Fonto is the lettering for every single video that I use, the lettering, the fonts, and all that stuff. That's what you want to use Fonto for. Fonto is free, so everybody can download that one, so you need to get Fonto. The next app you want to get is Facetune 2. That is the app that I use for, you know, facial editing and stuff like that, and color editing and color grading, and it just makes the thumbnail stand out better as a whole, and you want your thumbnails to stand out from everybody else. That's the most important thing that you want to do in this video. You want to be unique in your thumbnails. They gotta stand out. After you do all this, you want to get ready. You want to make sure your face looks good. You want to take a great picture for your thumbnail. And it doesn't matter how many pictures you take. You might have to take 100, 2, 3. You gotta get that perfect thumbnail. So it's trial and error. Just keep on taking a bunch of good pictures, and one good picture will eventually come out. And that's a fact. So just keep on taking pictures and see what you get. Go in your app store and download both of these apps. And while you're doing this, get ready to take a picture for your thumbnail. So when it comes to thumbnails, a lot of people take screenshots from their thumbnails, or you can either take a picture that's designated for the video after the video is even done being made. And I usually tend to do that because it comes out with a more crisp and clean picture. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're screenshotting something. You could just have a designated picture like this on my camera that I'm taking. It's a lot more HD. Thumbnails are very important, and you know, they need to stick out because it's what the viewer first sees before they even click on your video. It's what they first see. You need to have a good first impression. Your mother has always told you to have a good first impression, so you need to have a good first impression when you're doing this. The thumbnail is one of the most important parts. You have to have the thumbnail that's banging and looking good to get that click onto your view. That's the first thing with anything with YouTube, is to have a banging thumbnail. So like I said, I like to take a specific picture for the video that I'm making and not screenshot it because it's more HD. What I'm gonna do is take a couple of pictures and let's start editing. You can take these thumbnail pictures with your phone. You don't have to have an expensive camera. Remember, YouTube is not about what equipment you have. It's about how much hard work you're willing to put in what you do with the little equipment that you have and how creative you are. And that's a fact. Now, I just took all these pictures. What do I do with them? Now from here, what I usually do is I take my pictures from my SD card from my camera and I drop them on the Google Drive to my computer. Now, if you're taking these thumbnails with your phone, which is very well, you know, you can do whatever you want. It still works the same. You can upload them automatically and they're already on your phone already. So all you gotta do is go straight into the apps. So give me a second, I gotta go drop them on Google Drive. Alright, so now that I took all those pictures, as you can see, I did take a lot of pictures, but that's what you have to do to get the perfect thumbnail. And that's why I like taking a specific picture for the video that I'm filming, because you never know what you're gonna do in the video, so you can't get a perfect screenshot and you don't really have to worry about it while you're filming the video too. So you can just do it after and film a perfect thumbnail after the video. So I dropped the pictures into my Google Drive and I picked about 6 of my favorite ones that could possibly be the thumbnail for this video. So here they are. I got the pictures right here. Just swiping through, swiping through, swiping through. And I don't know which one I'm gonna use. I really don't know which one I'm gonna use. So I usually just look at the pictures and think about ideas of how I'm gonna make the thumbnail, and then I pick which one will be the best thumbnail for this video. So let me do that. So the one thing I want to highlight about this video is that you can make a great thumbnail on your phone. So I think I'm gonna roll with this thumbnail right here because it's pretty much showing the phone in full view of everything that you can see. And I have a pretty happy face on, you know what I'm saying? It looks really inviting. And you want to make sure all your thumbnails look really inviting because it's what people see when they click on the video. So they look really inviting. The lighting looks pretty good, but we're gonna edit it even more than what it looks like right now. So the lighting pre-edit looks pretty good. So you really don't have to worry about that. But we're still gonna edit it a little bit more to make it perfect. So let me show you guys what we're gonna do. We're gonna download it from Google Drive and we're gonna put it into my first app. Alright, so the first app you want to use is Facetune, like I said, because Facetune is just a very great app. It's free and you can edit colors, whitening the background, blur the background, all the YouTube basics that you need to do, and you can do it as your first step in thumbnail creation. So let's go ahead and start. When you look at this thumbnail, I usually like to start on whitening out the background as my first thing that I like to do. So it just makes it more appealing to the eye. I don't know why the white background catches people's eye, so that's what I like to do first. So let me show you how to do that. So you just click on retouch right here, click on whiting, you know, double click it, double click the screen, and then what we're gonna do right here is just white out the background, turn it up a notch, you know. I just like to white out the background. I don't know, you see how it just imprints and it makes it look a lot more, it defines you a lot more, and it keeps you as the focal point in the picture, which is what you want people to see. You want people to see you in your thumbnails first, right? Yeah. So you go ahead and go right here, you know what I'm saying? Whiten out the background. Alright, so my whole background is whitened down. So what we want to do right here is you want to tone it down just a tad bit. So as you can see, that's full color. And we want to tone it down right around, because you want to have color in here, right? So we want to turn it down. I put it around like 50 to 60, whatever looks best. So I think that looks pretty good right there, you know what I'm saying? 61, yeah, 61 looks pretty good. And I think that looks solid right there. I'm not even gonna lie. That looks like a pretty good thumbnail. It puts me in the middle. You see me. It looks like I almost photoshopped myself on. That's how good that the whitening does. And I'm telling you, it makes the focal point you. You are the focal point of the thumbnail. You want people to see you as your first thing. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to blur out the background. So to blur out your background, you got to scroll down here and you got to go to defocus. Then we can just click on auto because it does it pretty good by itself. And as you can see, this is what makes the thumbnails, you know what I'm saying? This is what makes it pop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what makes it really good. As you can see, it's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at my thumbnail, and as I'm analyzing, it blurred out my phone a little bit. So what we can do is erase right here. You can do an automatic erase and just erase my phone right here. Let's see. And right around my fingers, it cut off my fingers a lot. So you know what I'm saying? Ooh, let me go back, delete that. And it blurred out my fingers too much. But remember that a lot of people, you can't see this if you zoom in, but I'm a perfectionist, so I like to make it really, really perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I really do take time with these thumbnails to make it perfect. There you go. Let's see where else. And there's other parts that it messes up on, like the lower body area. It'll mess up on around here and stuff like that. And like right here, it forgot to blur out this whole part around my body. You know, and we just go around and just retouch what the automatic thing already did. Just retouch what it already did. And by doing this, it'll ensure that you have a perfect thumbnail, really valid thumbnail. You want a good popping thumbnail. That's a fact. With YouTube, I'm telling you, man, if your thumbnail is not good, you know, as a viewer's standpoint, you have to understand that what people see, you could have the best video in the world, but if your thumbnail is not it, no one's clicking on the video. Like, that's what I learned about YouTube a lot. You have to have the good thumbnails to get people into the videos. Then you have to have good engagement. And if you want more tutorials like this about YouTube, go ahead and smash that like button, because I am more than ready to do videos like that, because I know a lot about YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about YouTube because I've been doing YouTube for a solid minute. So I know a lot about the back end of YouTube algorithm, stats, analytics. Let me know what you guys want to see. Alright, as you can see, I'm done blurring out everything for the most part. Everything looks pretty good. It looks pretty solid. So, you know, that's the unedited version. Then we turn up the blur, pump it up. I don't put it at 100% blur. I usually do 60 to 50, like I said for the last ones, just to give that slight blur effect, you know what I mean? And there you go. Right at, what was that, 65, I believe it was. So we're going to go ahead and save that right there. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to edit my colors. So colors has a lot to do with the reason why people click on your thumbnails, because a lot of colors stand out. It tends to be like red, yellow, and green colors that stand out, and bright colors in general that just stand out to people. So I try to edit my thumbnails in such a way, so with the brightness, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to crank it up all the way to make it look like I'm under the sun now, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. But you know what I'm saying, crank up the thumbnail right here, you know, brightness up a tad bit. Contrast, you see with contrast, it just makes it stuff a little bit darker. Let's see, I don't bump up the contrast a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that a lot. Let's see, put it at like 4 or 5 right there. Colors make it more vibrant, as you can see right here. So I want to have it more vibrant. You know, you want to have that. You want that. That's why I wear red shirts in my thumbnails too. So you know what I'm saying? Red really pops out. You know, red automatically pops out. So if I wear red and bump up the colors, you see how bright that is. But we're gonna turn it down to like 10, 15-ish. Right around here, bump up the colors a little bit. Let's see. I think my brightness on my face is like a little bit too bright. These are all other colors that I don't really use. I don't use sharpen, grain, light. I don't use light because it's basically the same as brightness. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go to brightness. Where's not brightness? We're gonna go to saturation. So saturation, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to look deep fried. You don't want to look deep fried, but I want to bump my saturation just a tad bit down because I was looking too bright in this one. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty solid. I think that looks pretty solid. This is ultimately my thumbnail. Now, what I need to do now is I need to go put words on my thumbnail, you know what I mean? So, and I want to edit a little bit more stuff on the thumbnail, so we can do that now. Alright, so I think I'm completely done with this app. So what I do is I go up right here to the top right corner, you know what I'm saying, just press save. Once that saves it, it saves it into your camera roll, and now you can move over to superimpose. So superimpose is pretty much the same as PixArt. Like I said before, it's just about the same. a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? The interface is a little bit different because of course it's made by different people, but they do the same thing. Like I said before, Superimpose X is the paid version of Pixar. So if you're using Pixar and you're watching this tutorial, it doesn't really matter. They both have the same exact features. It's just that Superimpose is the more professional version and you have to pay for it, but Pixar is the same. We're gonna click on my picture right here, and as you can see, this is my picture. This is the one I just had in Facetune app, and what we want to do is we want to make it the YouTube size. That's the first thing that we want to do. We wanted to make it the YouTube size. So the YouTube size for a thumbnail is 1280 by 720. So you gotta crop the layer first. So we're gonna go ahead and click crop right here in the bottom left, and as you can see, we're gonna crop it, and it's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's 2000 pixels, you know what I'm saying? So what we want to do is drag this down, and this is exactly what we want in our picture. So we're gonna cut off the little top end right here. So that's 2208 1244. Remember that, 2208 1244. So this is exactly what we want. 2208 1244 is the size that we're gonna do, and we're gonna click the check mark. 2208 1244. Click that. And then we want to add the same exact layer, 2208 1244. 1244. Bam, just like that. So you got the two of the same exact layers, and I'm gonna show you why that's important in a second. So on that second layer, as you can see, it made it a little bit smaller, but all you have to do is go to transform, and you gotta go to fit to canvas, and they're the same exact picture, just laid on top of each other. Now, next thing that you want to do is you want to go to the canvas size for both of these, right? So you want to go ahead and descale both of these down to the exact size. So you want to go to 1280 by 720, which is the YouTube size. 1280. I don't know why it made it 721, but it should be 720. So 1280 by 720, bam. Now you want to go do that for the second one, canvas size 1280 720. So both of these are 1280 720. Now you can get to the editing. So you want to go on the top layer, the very top layer. It doesn't matter which one you start on, but I just prefer to do on the top layer because that's just what I do. And you want to go to masking right here. So you want to use your masking tool, and what you want to do is you're going to circle the whole thing with the masking tool. As you can see, I'm going to start it off right here. And then you just want to circle the whole thing, get as close as you can to the edges. You don't have to be exactly precise. You don't have to be like, I'm a very perfectionist, so I try to get it as precise as I can, as you can see right here. But I just try to get it really nice and precise. And I wear red shirts because it helps with the coloring. I don't know how the computer just programs it where it can like edge it out a little bit better, and it can see the colors more distinctively. And as you can see, it helps you make it more precise. I don't know. I'm gonna go around this, and I'm gonna put a little time lapse, and I'm gonna catch y'all when I'm done, and I'm gonna show you what to do next. Alright, so as you can see, I have the whole thing outlined. Everything on here is outlined. It looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but we can fix it. So what you want to do is right next to the erase button, which is so conveniently placed right next to it. I don't think it should be placed right next to the erase button, but the check mark right here, you have to press the check mark, and make sure you don't press the erase button because I've done it plenty of times because it's just so close to it. But you press the check mark and it'll take out the background, and it's extracting. Just give it a second. There you go. As you can see, nothing really changed, but if I show you the transform, there's two of me now, you know what I mean? Two of me, two. Hey, you can never go wrong with two of Ceaz, you know what I mean? But there's two of me right here, so I want to take that back. Okay? You want to go to editor, then you want to go to effects, then you want to go to tools. Once you're on tools, there will be mask outline. This is the classic YouTube white outline, as you can see, classic white YouTube outline. And you want to tone it down. You don't want it to be too bright because too bright is too much. And I think right here is a perfect white outline. It's not too much. I still want to tone it down just a tad bit. It's not too much. It doesn't overpower everything, and it looks pretty good. Pretty solid. So I'm gonna click on yes right here, top right. I'm gonna add some more effects, okay? Let me just tell you, I'm just gonna add some more effects. Let me show you. So what I usually do, I found this picture on the internet, and it's right here. This little, I don't even know what to describe it. I don't even know how to describe this picture on what it is, but we'll just say it's black and white, the black and white arrows or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I usually add it in here, and I want it to fit, so I go to transform, and I go to fit to canvas, and I drop it down under this layer right here, and then I'll go to layers, then I go to blend, and I'll blend it in just like that. Ooh, you see that? And then it's in the background just like that. You can see it subtly, but it's not too much. So I put it just like that, and then it just looks perfect. It looks perfect in the background. It doesn't look like it's standing out too much, and it doesn't really, you can change the colors of it, but for black and white, I think it matches this thumbnail. It's pretty spot on. It's perfect. It's excellent. finito, great, everything. I like. So we're gonna keep it like that, just right there. And usually I don't really edit other than that. This is what I use superimpose for, to add multiple layers on one picture. And I think that we're ready to go to Fonto. So you want to go to the top right up here, and then you want to save this photo right here. And now that this photo is done being saved, you want to go to Fonto. So Fonto is the last thing of the thumbnail creating process, and it's really just adding the font on the thumbnail, you know what I mean? So all you have to do is go to photo albums, and then you want to click on your picture that you just made. That is the picture. You want to press done in the top right. Here we go. So what I like to do is I like to again just look at my thumbnail. Where would the words be on this thumbnail? Like what would make this thing perfect, you know what I mean? I think for this thumbnail I'm gonna have a pretty good title on this video, so I can get more clicks on the video, more SEO clicks, you know, more keywords and stuff like that, more SEO keywords. And I think I'm gonna put minimal words on the actual picture and more words in the description and the title, so it can get more clicks. And I feel like that would be a great thumbnail for this video, you know what I mean? So I usually like to see what how other people do their thumbnails, and then I get ideas from there, and I just think about what I do. So give me a second, and then we're going to start just playing around with it and see what it looks like. So I usually just go on YouTube and search up the top rated videos. I just search up how to make a thumbnail and see what the top rated thumbnails that are ranking and what they look like, you know what I mean? I try to get ideas based on that, because that's what people are clicking on. So you want to make a thumbnail that people are clicking on. So you just got to see what's effective first. So I think I'm gonna put easy to make, you know, easy to make as my thumbnail. And I don't think I'm gonna put thumbnail in the actual picture, because thumbnail is a long word to write in the picture, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna add a background, and I think I like what this video did, because it was green, and green is a very, very bright color that sticks out. So we're gonna do a green, a very, very, very bright green. Yeah, just like that, green. And then we'll do the words, and all white for this. Then we're gonna do the stroke as black, and then we're gonna do an inside stroke. So we're gonna do width 3. My font looks like it looks like it's too playful. So yeah, you want a serious font. So I'm gonna go to which font I usually use. I use Helvetica Condensed Black, and I'm gonna size it up. Green really pops out in there, and really all you want to do is play around with it. You just want to play around with the size or whatever. Custom thumbnails, and I think if I do custom thumbnails in red, like the YouTube red, it'll just pop out. It'll pop out custom. So we'll do custom, and then we're gonna do thumbnails right under it. And let's change the font on this one. Nah, not that one. We're gonna do my custom fonts right here that I downloaded. If you want a video how to add custom fonts to Fonto, I can definitely drop that on there for you. Just let me know down in the comments below. Ooh, let's see if this one. Ooh, I like that one. I like this one. I like this one right here. I like this one. This one looks pretty good. I think if I seen this video, I'm not gonna lie, I would click on this video. You know what I'm saying? Not just because it's me, but because I like how the green and red pops out, and it makes for a good thumbnail. It makes for a pretty good thumbnail. So I just remember that this is supposed to target people that don't use their computers to make thumbnails. So I forgot that I gotta add that in there. So I'm gonna keep this thumbnail like this, but I gotta add one more visual in there, and I had to finish it out. So I'm gonna save the PNG, and then I gotta go back into superimpose, add something in there, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the picture right here for the thumbnail. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I like it how it is. It's a pretty good thumbnail. It stands out pretty good. So you wanna go up to the top right and just save it. And once this is saved, I usually go right here to my YouTube studio. So I'll drop my video right here onto the YouTube analytics on my video. I don't have this video uploaded or edited because I'm still making it right now, as you can see. But that's what I usually do with my thumbnails. That's my thumbnail process for basic thumbnails. This is a basic thumbnail. Now, there's a little bit more different thumbnails I can do. I can give you professional type. I can give you the DDG type. There's a lot of other thumbnails that I can make. So if you want more videos just like this, make sure you smash that like button. I hope that I was of some help today for anybody, because when I first started YouTube, no one was making videos like this, and no one was trying to help nobody with nothing. But I want to help you guys because that's just what I want to do. So if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and like this video. If you want more tutorials like this, I'm probably gonna drop a little bit more YouTube tutorials on how I make my videos, how I edit my videos, how I record them, and all types of stuff like that. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and make sure you guys subscribe so you can stay up to date with all this YouTube information, because there's a lot of hidden gems that I do know. By the way, if you are subscribed to the channel, thank you. I just want to let you guys know that I do have a new upload schedule. I will be uploading every single 3 days. So when you see this video drop the next 3 days, I'll be uploading another video. So 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Every single video gonna be 3 days apart. That should give you guys enough time to watch the video. You know, give you 2 days to watch the video, and then I'm gonna drop a new video then. So 3 days is my new upload schedule, every 3 days. Make sure you guys tune in, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new to this channel and it's your first time seeing me, thank you for clicking on the video. Matter of fact, and if you made it this far, thank you for clicking on the video and watching me through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be making other videos like this. I have some already, so go ahead and click right up there if you like videos like that. And thanks for watching my channel. It's been your boy Ceaz, aka Ceaz Louise, and we out. Bye guys.